David used to look to the sky wanting rain. Now he has an evacuation plan if it comes. He's a victim of our rush to build more homes as quickly as possible. Wastewater from a new housing estate runs right through his property, and no one seems to care.
It can be pretty scary.
It's a 20-minute drive to Sydney's precious Nepean waterway, or you can just take a jet ski through David's place.
You almost had a river running through your backyard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gonna go over the road.
A rapid when it rains, and there's no question where it's coming from, or where it ends up.
This is third world stuff.
A planning mess. But when it comes to problems in this part of the world, it's not the only one which has left locals up you-know-what creek.
And at the end of the day, they're trying to build the houses as quick as they can.
Welcome to Wilton, one of the fastest growing towns in the nation. The government's #1 priority here was putting roofs over heads, but it happened so quickly, it actually forgot about our #2s.
Another day, another truck to take away the sewage. 7 years on and still no connection.
A new suburb within Wilton. 15,000 new homes will be created and could be
Four
available
developments
as early
by
as
4 different developers. One's complete.
The population explosion in Sydney's southwest is officially here.
All of the effluent is being trucked out by about 18 trucks per day.
I think this is a disaster waiting to happen.
But it's the Wilton Greens development, or the southeast corner, which has jaws on the floor.
Earlier this year, a 9 News investigation uncovered other buyers also waiting for infrastructure, including roads and water, to be connected to their lots.
Despite warnings, then Premier Gladys Berejiklian pressed go in 2017. The land bought off Lang Walker by one of the biggest developers in China at the time, Country Garden. Country Garden has since been rebranded as Risland, and while continuing to sell the dream, struck a financial nightmare, losing billions. It now wants to exit Australia and has subsequently sold stages 3 to 6 of Wilton Greens.
What's your biggest fear here?
I'm stuffed once they pack up and go.
David's put up with this for 4 years. When it's bad, his house is marooned.
Whenever we get a storm now, I prep for the worst. The creek that runs through our home, which is supposed to be a creek, just becomes a torrent.
Wallandilly Council, lumped with the state's Great Housing Plan, gave Risland its blessing to run a pipe from its 3,500 home development under Picton Road and onto 5 properties which have existed for decades.
Before Wilton Greens was built, it was paddock. When you fill a paddock with bitumen and you build houses where there's not bitumen and all that water's caught off the roof and off the bitumen goes into a drain which goes into a basin, the water's got to go somewhere.
Straight through David's yard.
Back in the first time we really got hit badly, they pulled 14 tonnes of sediment out of our creek. And
14?
Yeah, but it's sludge.
This one last June.
And it's probably up to my knee in depth.
So it was that high?
Yeah. It was a torrent, like it was dangerous.
You could imagine David's shock when council told him he'd just have to manage.
It's my problem, not theirs. They've told me. It's for me to maintain. No, I don't have machinery. I can't. I don't have an excavator or a bobcat.
The water is meant to be contained here, in a basin at Wilton Greens. Clearly, it doesn't work. When it first started failing, the developer even installed a wider pipe.
So there's 2 basins and they're still not finished. They're only going to tender now to finalise the basins to manage the water.
Shouldn't that have happened first?
Well, that's what I would have thought.
Not in Wilton.
If you lived over that road, how would you feel?
Oh, I'd be devastated. And for people
We
wanting to
showed the
go outside
videos
that,
to expert science Associate Professor Ian Wright from Western Sydney University. He was shocked by the state of the basins.
that landholder seeing that contamination, that's like a flashing dashboard light. Watch out, there's a problem here.
Despite council's warning signs saying the basins must be cleaned on a regular basis, it didn't answer our question on when it was last inspected. Vision from 2 years earlier shows how it's meant to look.
Aside from his house, where is it going?
It's going into the Nepean River. And this is the top section of the Nepean River. This is a really popular area for a lot of locals to go swimming.
Would you swim in the Nepean afterwards?
I probably wouldn't put my head under if I did.
The Environment Protection Authority hasn't lifted a finger. Risland acknowledged dirty water in an email it sent David and council after we asked questions. It said that was an exception to its regular maintenance of the basin. Risland also committed to starting work on new basins by the end of the year.
This is not managed well at all. It's a serious issue and it needs to be addressed.
And it's just the beginning. Tonight, we can reveal the company which bought stages 3 to 6 off a struggling Risland, another Chinese developer, Avantis Emerald, has now gone bust. Promised critical infrastructure like schools and the town centre in the hands of receivers appointed last week. They'll put the bulk of Wilton Greens up for sale. It's no wonder this David feels like he's up against Goliath. Where's the government when you need it?
What a mess.
Yeah. it's a joke.
Yeah, you got to feel for David. That is a mess and it is not okay. The developer has told us it will start fixing the problem by the end of the year. Just so you know, that is 43 days away and you've had 4 years.